up, Libra gang? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. I am here in New England and it is a beautiful fall day that feels like summer. It has always been on my bucket list of sorts to do tarot readings outside in nature, so I'm doing the closest I can do without being on kind of like the damp ground. I am on my porch and it's scenic and it's beautiful. I know the lighting might be a little bit funky because of the sun, but let's do it. Let's have some fun. So this is a bonus tarot reading for you beautiful Libras. Happy belated birthday. I didn't get to do a bonus for your birthday, so consider this your birthday bonus. We're making it last all year, right? Happy fall, happy Scorpio season, happy soon to be Sagittarius season. Let's talk about your love life. Lil Sips mini love tarot readings, okay? As always, guys, these are general messages. Please come into them with an open heart and an open mind, and a positive vibration for that matter. If it's not your message, do have faith it's going out to someone else who needs to hear it. But yeah, you are always in the driver's seat of your own life. Never give up your power to a tarot reader or a tarot reading. Let's try and have some fun. Let's get some positive messages from my Libras out there. That nice Venus energy, am I right? All right, for Libra. Guys, everything else about this reading will be down in the description box below, including the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media. I am the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook, Instagram.com. Check all that out if you are interested. And if not, that's okay too. Happy to have you here on YouTube. If you want to book a personal, that's all down below as well. All right. We're going to switch decks, actually. I just heard switch decks. Ooh, I like that. We'll keep that bottom of your deck, Ten of Pentacles. You're hitting the jackpot, Libra. Is that what that means? I just got this new deck by Rachel True. She's actually one of the leading actresses in the craft. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but she made her own tarot deck, and it's really cool. It's super cool. Scorpio and the Fool. Maybe you got a new beginning with a Scorpio. Or if you're looking for new love, Scorpio's coming in. Very lighthearted, very confident. Lighthearted, confident Scorpio. All right, or maybe that's you if you're a cusper. Anyway, let's get two more cards and we're gonna hop in for this love reading for Libra. And thanks for supporting me, guys. You Libras have been tried and true, some of my most loyal followers, so thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I was gonna say the energy feels so light and beautiful today. That's your Ace of Cups. Like this is new love that could potentially span generations. Or it could be just saying if you're already like happily married, though if that's the case, I'm not certain why you're watching this, but hey, energy check-ins. This seems like everlasting love or a revitalization if things have been growing like stagnant or like kind of cooling off a little bit. It's like, let's get back to basics, why we got into this partnership to begin with. Frequently this does talk about marriage and generational aspects, the idea of legacy, passing on inheritance. So yeah, I'm saying either way, if you're looking for new love, this could indicate that something is going to last quite a while. It could also indicate that there's discussions of marriage. I could even see this Ace of Cups as like a proposal of something greater. And so yeah, so under it, I'm hoping nothing blows away. The wind is kind of crazy. You guys are my guinea pigs. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if the wind will be too loud. But anyway, under that you have Ace of Wands with a King of Cups. So again, a Scorpio card and possibly some Leo energy with strength here. Again, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, it's beautiful. It's especially if you strongly resonate with Scorpio. If your Venus is in Scorpio, you are probably dealing with a fire sign, but it doesn't have to be. You have two aces, which says to me there's two people coming together who there's a mutual interest in making something great, in manifesting something together. Yeah, potentially long-term with that King of Cups. So whether you are male or female or seeking male or female, the message still stands. Yeah, and oh, interesting. There's something hidden under the Strength card. What is it? What is it? The Prince of Wands, flying right in. Really cool deck. The Prince of Wands communicates things that are filled with passion. The Prince of Wands is someone who's very curious, someone who's excited about adventures in life. Sometimes, I almost said wands. This is the knight in this deck. The princes are knights. Knights bring change and action and movement into our life. So what is moving? What is changing? The passion. So I mean, certainly it could be passion out of a marriage, but I have to be honest, I'm not getting that. If anything, I'm getting into like, yeah, look at you. And then you have the Princess of Cups. So this is the Page of Cups. That's what I mean. There's a lot of fire and water here, which in a love reading, I love to see whether that's indicative of zodiac signs or not, because it's saying there's emotion, there's love, there's like a deep spiritual soul level connection, as well as there's excitement, there's fun, there's like a playfulness about this. These are really strong cards. Oh, and then you got your divine counterpart, don't you? Libra, I'm so glad I did this reading for you. This is epic. You have the King and Queen of Cups. I could just do your reading off the bottom of the deck, and I'm actually seeing a metaphor of like basketball where it circles around the rim and it goes in. So this could have been something that somebody was hesitating on. It's almost like the way the ball kind of goes around before it actually is like the slam dunk or the score. I don't know if it's someone was shaky or got cold feet. I really don't think it's that, because that almost swings too negative. It could be that you just weren't certain where the other person stood, and so I'm just kind of getting this metaphor of the ball circling around the rim. You're waiting to see like the fate or the destiny of where this goes, but you guys are shooting for each other. You guys are aiming at each other. Look how amazing this is. Libra, this is a great reading. Don't be too stuck in your head. I do see some Eight of Swords energy. Again, I don't want to cloud the reading with negativity, because this seems so positive, guys. I mean, especially for people who know my style, I'm not the one to promise you the sun and the stars and the moon if it's not in the cards. You have extremely strong cards. You have the Page of Wands twice. And because there's a lot of duality of like the Page and the Knight, and you have the Page of Wands twice, you may have two suitors, or potentially there could be a counterpart who you see more as marriage material, that Ten of Pentacles, that sort of King of Cups energy. And you may also have a Queen of Cups. Maybe you're dealing with another Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces who, you know, maybe that's the circling ball around the rim. It's like, who do I want the slam dunk with? Who do I want to really invest within in a future relationship? And I know not every Libra out there is looking for long-term, and that's totally okay, guys. I'm not saying you have to be, but if you are looking for long-term, this looks very promising. And again, for one or two of you, I don't want to swing negative if the cards don't say to, but it could indicate that you may be holding on to feelings or attachment for someone, that Eight of Swords, for someone who is already taken, who is already married. So, in fact, I'll pull one on that. If Libra's interested in someone who's already in a firm and committed relationship, give me just one card on that and then we'll move on. Oh, it fell right out. Yeah, no, it's not the one. Ten of Swords says, damn, we'll get him next time. But I think when I say, damn, we'll get him next time, we'll get somebody else who's actually available, who's willing to put in the time and effort with you, who treats you like the one, not the other, right? Yeah, know your worth, know your value. That's what Ten of Pentacles says. All right, let's hop into this actual tarot reading. So yeah, there is positive news and communication about establishing some sort of empire, a very solid foundation. It may be interesting information about. There's a lot of messages here. News coming from an Aries. This is the card of Aries. It doesn't have to be that. This is also the card of fatherhood. So there could be news of pregnancy with the Ace of Cups, or you may be sharing some important news with your father, Libra, if that makes any sense to you. It could certainly be that there's important communications about just someone in your life who's wanting to establish a very firm and solid foundation with you. The Emperor being card number 4. I frequently say in tarot, any 4 in tarot, it's like the safety zone, it's the comfort zone, it's we've established something and now we can breathe a little bit. I love this too because the Emperor continues to grow. He doesn't just reach a plateau and be like, well, I give up. It's like, no, he's got to put in that energy and that action into conquering everything, right? That's what he does as the Emperor. So this could be you as well, but I do think there's communication about, okay, let's talk about what we've got and let's make it bigger. Go big or go home, right? Almost like that Jupiter energy. But yeah, this is an Aries card. It's frequently associated with Mars energy. So again, power, sometimes aggression, but endurance. What you're willing to throw yourself into. This says to me what you're willing to fight for. Mars can frequently have a connotation of anger and aggression, but also can just be passion. I'm so passionate about this person, I will fight to make them mine. That could be what this is as well. Yeah, your cards are kick-ass, Libra. I'm digging this. And then overall action or energy sort of outcome, if you will, is reciprocity. You get what you give. So if you're willing to put in the fight with this person, I think you're going to get back what you desire. But also know which battles are worth fighting, right? I am sort of getting a message here of choose your battles wisely too. So if you're with a person, and again, for those who have been with someone in their stagnation, make sure when you speak, it is necessary. It's funny, I was just saying this to someone the other day. I heard this mantra and it really stuck with me. It's like, before you speak, you're supposed to ask yourself, is it kind, is it true, and is it necessary? And especially if you're dealing with romantic partnership, that's important. And that's also important the way you filter your thoughts too. Always swing positive, right? Because optimism and positivity will yield that back. So even if this is an internal mental battle, you get what you give. So make sure, it's not saying wear rose-tinted glasses, but it's saying be realistic. And I don't have to tell you to do that, Libra, right? You are justice. You are all about the truth. So in some cases, this is saying, are you being truthful about who you want to build with? Are you being truthful about where you stand with a certain person who maybe wants to build with you? I think it might be asking for some of you, is there love there on your end? Because you seem to have someone flying in with messages of passion and communication and warmth and emotion. If anything, I think some of my Libras may have options. So You get what you give. If you're going to string people along and not choose one or the other, expect that that's going to happen eventually, right? Karma in return. And I don't do fear-based readings. It's just to sort of say, you have an emperor here presenting with really powerful cards. Like, it could even be someone who's quite wealthy. They're extending their cup, their ace to you. I'm hoping you can see this with I know the sun's glare is pretty bad. Sorry about that, guys. Are you willing to accept this cup? Are you ready to accept it? Are you in a place in your life where you're willing to settle down? Or are you still restless? Are you trying to still build your own empire, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. It's making you aware of who and what you're giving your time and your energy to. And I honestly, I'm not even saying one of them is blocked, because in this reading, I'm not seeing anyone who's like, no, thank you. If anyone, it might be you, that Eight of Swords, but I think if that's the case, Libra, it has to do with you having a lot of options. So, all right, let's look at this. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, so you're holding back a little bit. Again, you both have fours. So you're both kind of thinking about solid foundations, establishing order. Fours can also have to do with like rules, authority. That actually, I said the word roles as in what is your role in this relationship. I feel like that something about that message is important to you guys. Tradition, solidarity is sort of what I'm getting. So some of you are still holding on to a Pisces in your heart. Interesting. Or holding on to fears about commitment, or fears about taking yourself off the dating market and committing yourself to one. And I know that's not everybody's story, but also trust your dreams, trust your intuition. Your psychic ability is on point right now. So it's something about there's fear of you're fearful, and because of that you're holding back, but you don't need to. Eventually you're going to see, you're going to transition, you're going to sacrifice what isn't needed anymore, and transition from this, again, the four, he makes the upside down four, this hanged man mode of like rest, pause, contemplation, trying to see things from a different perspective. I think you're going to, and I think you're going to see that this offer is legit, this offer is real. Let's throw one more on that. So again, you can reverse the roles if that makes sense for you. But for a lot of you, the decision rests with you. Again, you may have multiple suitors, begging for your attention, so to say, right? The beggars in this card. You have the difficult decision of choosing who you're going to give your world to, who you're going to give your all to. And you don't have to give it to anyone, Libra, right? If you're happy and you're single and you're not looking to lock anything down, that's okay, but make sure you're finding people who match. Again, the double page of wands, are these people on the same page? Yeah, so some of my Libras are not wanting to give up their singlehood, or you feel like you're going through some sort of introspective journey where you're seeking more wisdom in certain avenues in your life. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. Some of you are still thinking about a Virgo, in which case I'm being called to say maybe you have offers coming from a Pisces or vice versa. You do have a few major arcana here. You definitely have Leo, you have Aries, you have Pisces, you have Virgo. And you also have double cards of Pisces if we count that as well. Who do you dream about being with? When you fantasize or dream about the future, who do you picture yourself waking up to every day? And why? And I think universe is just asking you to think about it, contemplate. Why were you thinking that way? Or why aren't you thinking about that person, right? Always good to be introspective. And I think that's the solution to this. Whatever is causing this pause or this delay, I do think it's meant to be. I think it's actually giving yourself the luxury of time to make a really well-informed decision about this person or about the future you want to build with them. The World. Yeah, there's a Pisces that wants to give you their world or vice versa. But yeah, there is some internal struggle, or it could be someone who you feel like they ruffle your feathers a bit. They may shake up your lifestyle, or they may do something very different, and your gut reaction is like, ooh, I don't know if I like that. That makes me a little bit uncomfortable. I don't think this is aggression and war and hostility for most of you, though certainly that can be what this card is. This could also indicate there's friendly competition. If it's not for you, it might be for the Pisces. So yeah, some of you may be interested in a Pisces, especially a cusper, an Aries Pisces cusper, because these two are falling next to each other. The World is like, to me anyway, it's either a card of graduation, we're going to move on, and we're going to, again, release this person out into the wild if you know in your heart they're not for you. Some of you are afraid to let go of someone who's been your rock, even though when it comes down to it, I think you know the emotion is lacking there. For others of you, this is a card, usually the world is very positive. It's a card of celebration. It's like celebrating anniversaries or, again, milestones, fours, in a relationship where it's really time to bring this to the next level. So why do you got cold feet, Pisces? Or I almost called you Pisces. Why do you got cold feet, Libra? Some of you may just feel like you're really sorting out your career and financial life right now, and so you may be questioning if it's the right time to move in with someone or the right time to, or it can even be as simple as making it exclusive, right? If you guys have been casually dating, there's a part of you that wants to bring it to the next level, but there's a party that's like, but am I really ready? There's internal frustration for a lot of you, especially because it's falling over this card. The Hanged Man, it's like he has to get the outside perspective to understand the situation more, to contemplate and think through, why do I feel this pause? Why do I feel this delay? Or why can't I get this breakthrough in the area of my life that I want? Especially if it's for your career or finances, it might be saying, try as you might, it's like you're trying to push through obstacles and the walls just aren't coming down. This might be saying, okay, that's a sign from the universe that right now the walls are intact in that area in your life. So focus where your energy is well received, where if you put in the time and effort, you'll get back. So I almost never say this as a reader, but this might be saying if you're struggling with your career right now, it's not to say you need to stop. If anything, it's like keep pushing through because there's a victory up ahead. The Five of Wands leads to the Six of Wands, which is about recognition and pride and accomplishment and, you know, triumphantly riding through the parade because you've done something great. You've done something noteworthy, right? We're not there yet. If anything, it's saying there's going to be some delay in getting to that victory career-wise, but it's almost like enjoy the lull because maybe you have a little bit of extra time to date or you have a little bit of extra time to move in with this person or whatever it is. I really am being called to say, like, your relationships are at the forefront right now, so take advantage of it. You know, if you're completely single and looking, hop on the dating apps or network with friends, right? Yeah, beautiful. Whatever this conflict or struggle or delay or frustration in, resolution is coming and it brings joy and growth and positivity. The Sun is almost never a negative card other than a pessimistic outlook in reverse. Sometimes that can be the Sun. This is like saying you not only do you hold the world in your hands, you hold the universe in your hands. This says to me too, there's a lot of moving pieces and parts. Do you see how the planets are kind of all over the place? It's saying you don't need to know all the answers to move forward with something. If you have a pretty good pulse on something, your intuition is leading you in a certain direction, trust it because the rest will fall into place. And I am sort of saying some of my Libras are really at a crossroads with putting more time into the job versus or a person, maybe a relationship. Universe is saying you can do both. It's not like a one-way street of this or that. In fact, universe would encourage you, right? Universe, God, source, spirit doesn't want you to get into a relationship where you have to sacrifice your job and your career. Absolutely not. And vice versa, right? Sacrifice your love life to make more money. They work hand in hand, and I don't know. I love that the Sun is coming out because it's almost like you have the universe's blessing to move forward with this, and they're acknowledging, we understand you're not certain about all this. Go with your gut. Go with your instincts. Where is your heart calling you to go after or lead to? Listen to your heart. And then you have, so the Four of Pentacles. Again, stuff with money. Money is a little bit tight right now, so just know that in advance. There's someone wanting to come in and make an offer to the Queen of Swords, which is you, Libra, whether you're male or female. There might be an issue here where you feel like somebody doesn't make enough money, or this person may be like a struggling artist. It's almost like what they have to offer you, you might see it as not enough. And so it's almost like you're projecting into the future, like, well, what would a future with this person look like if they have terrible credit or, and they're in terrible debt? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's sort of a judgment call. King of Wands. Yeah, there would be growth in money. But, I mean, you have to ultimately decide for yourself, how big of an issue is that? Would I deny this person, a romantic relationship with me simply because I don't agree with how they're spending their money? Again, that's up to you. I'm not saying yay or nay. It's bringing up issues that you might be contemplating or might be stuck on. Or that could be you, right? It's like, well, as soon as I make X amount of money, then I'm going to move forward with the house, or then we can have children, or whatever it is. But I don't know. The world works in mysterious ways, Libra. Just when you think you're blocked or you're stuck, the universe comes in and nudges you in a direction. But fortunately, I don't see any tower moments. Let's throw some romance angels on this. Libra, this is one of the better readings I've done for you in a while. It's so funny that usually happens in bonus readings because it's like universe is like, let's get the main messages out, the most important ones, then we'll do the fun ones. Like when I open up my energy to do like bonus, just, hey, let's just see what's going on, that's when the beautiful messages come out. So yeah, it's just very interesting to me as a reader. Anyway, okay, let's throw some romance angels on this. Tell me about possibly the Aries or the Emperor. And Aries is your sort of opposite on the zodiac wheel, so a lot of karmic partnerships you will see with Aries, absolutely, throughout your lifetime. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Who are you financially dependent on, or dependent on in any way? Who are you emotionally dependent on? Who are you intellectually dependent on? I'm just throwing it out there. This may also involve a Capricorn. And this could be a message to the cross-watcher, too. For the cross-watchers who are chasing Libra, are you investing too much energy in a Libra who's giving to multiple people? Don't you want to be the center of your romantic partner's universe, right? I mean, everybody should be the center of their own universe, but yeah, cozy twosome, generally speaking, right? All right, so potential Virgo, past life relationship, you have known each other before. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. I should be showing you these cards. Possibly with a Pisces or a Virgo, let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. That's what this feels like. Control issues where to gain more, sometimes you have to sacrifice a little bit. And that's really what the Four of Pentacles says too. Things are okay, again, we're at the safety zone, but if you want to open up your bank account, your world, your romantic life, and receive new abundance and blessings, you don't have a place to put it. You don't have a hand to receive it. So it's saying, what are we holding on to that is not for our best and highest good, out of fear or out of, really fear of like a security, or I need this or I need that. Almost like I'm hearing security blanket, you know, we think of the child with their teddy bear. I need this. Maybe you do, but do you? I think the universe is asking, where can you cut? Where can you sacrifice to make room for new commitments or more established commitments in your life? Also, Pisces, Virgo, Leo, doesn't really matter. Romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. And it is safe for you to love, open your heart, and to give and receive the highest energy of all, Libra. All right, and I'm going to throw you an oracle card. I'm actually going to throw you 2 oracle cards because I think these are cool. I just got them. And they're just little phrases, so I'm going to read from the guidebook, but it's like 4 or 5 sentences, so they're really quick and short, which I love. That's what you need on YouTube, because we tend to lose people's attention quite quickly. So, oracle card, here we go. What can we tell you, Libra, about this, please? For my Libra gang, that one almost came out. 1 oracle card, please, for Libra. Oh, sometimes they stick out. For Libra, what does Libra need to know about this? They're sticking, Libra. Someone is stuck. Someone is stuck in hangman mode. All right, oracle card for Libra, for Libra. I'm going to pick it. I'll pick it out of the deck, Libra. Don't make me do it. This one's sticking out. All right, we're going to take that one. Bunny hop jive. I just love, and look, the 4. The 4 is so important. You've had a lot of 4s. The Emperor is the 4. You had the 4 of Pentacles twice. And again, the Hangman makes the upside down 4. Do you see that with his legs? Because he's contemplating leaving the safety zone or transitioning into card 13, the Death card, which is about regeneration and also letting die out things that don't serve us. A lot of you, it's like you're putting your life on pause because you're too afraid to make a decision. Life is a gamble, Libra. You're not always going to have all the information at hand. You need to make informed, intelligent decisions on what you know currently. Do some research if that applies. But most of all, trust your gut. Trust your intuition. That's your direct source to the divine, to communicating with God, with Source, right? Bunny hop jive. Whoever said you had to do it alone? It's T is for 2 time. Friendships, partnerships. This is the most perfect Libra card ever. Friendships, partnerships, even party ships are bounding your way. It's time to join hands and do-si-do with your sisters and bros. Togetherness brings miracles now. So this is a card saying ask for help and don't be afraid to do it alone. And I just have to be honest, the vibe I'm getting from this is it's go time. It's gotten serious. A relationship that you were casually enjoying, somebody in the relationship is getting antsy or restless, like, okay, are we going to do this? And ironically, that's the reverse message I usually get. It's usually my Libra's like, okay, you're my person. It kind of feels like you have someone doing that to you and you're the one who's a little apprehensive. I don't know. I get really positive vibes off of these cards. So again, trust your gut, trust your intuition, but you got partnership coming in for you. So maybe that's just spending more time with friends, or maybe that is getting cozy with your person. All right, let's pull some letters. These are letters. Hopefully that's not too loud on the camera. For Libra, couple letters. All right, so I have, and these could be initials. I'm going to let you guys interpret what these could mean. I have G, U, D, N, I, and C. I'm seeing Dominic, and I'm seeing guidance, actually. Guidance. Richard could be a name. Greg, Dan, Doug, Dolores, Nick, Nicole, Dottie. Anyway. All right, and then let's pull one of these and we'll wrap it on up. Those are just small bits of confirmation for some of you, if that makes sense, but if not, that's okay. Travel. I'm seeing travel. And be nice. Be nice. Yeah, you're being guided. You're being guided about this decision. So don't allow yourself to be all 8 of Swords about it, to be too stuck in your head, to be fearful, to feeling like you have to make a snap decision for anybody. Do it when the time is right for you. But also don't delay the inevitable. You may already know the answer, but you may be holding back because you're fearful of the person's reaction. I say move forward with communication. The Ace of Swords says it's a victory. And then homeward, take yourself out on a date. So maybe you guys are at a point where you need to date yourself a little bit more to understand what it is that you truly want. The 4 and the 2 makes me think of a 6. The lovers, so Gemini. Again, difficult decisions about partnership in your life. Could also be saying if you're in relationships but they're a little bit lackluster, you may have a Gemini coming in, like a new one. Maybe a coffee date with a Gemini or an air sign, an Aquarius, possibly, who am I missing? Another Libra. And then stars, you can manifest your every wish. All right, Libra, that's what I got for you. This was a pretty sick reading. I'm into it. Anyway, thank you for joining me here on my channel today. Please hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends, and I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.